Morning everyone, it's 6 a.m. and we're picking up my new watch today. You've read the title, it's a Cartier Santos medium and I've been eyeing this watch for such a long time. But I never pulled the trigger because I always thought to myself, it'll always be there, right? The watch will always be there. Unfortunately, I've waited 3 years to get it and the price has increased 3 times. So I thought to myself, okay, if I find a great example for a great price, I'll go ahead and pull the trigger. And here we are. So we'll get ready, go to the office, do some work, and about 10:30 we'll head over to Bondi, which is not far from the city. Pick up the watch at 11 and it should be fine. Now, the place I picked this up at, or the place I bought it from, is called Watch Avenue. And it's probably the largest grey market dealer I've ever seen. They just have so much stock. Any Rolex that you can think of, they'll have it. The Santos, obviously, they've gotten, and just lots of stock. So visit the showroom, pick it up, and I'll record the whole thing, show you guys. So yeah, should be fun. Let's go.
So here's some footage of Watch Avenue. The place is basically Wonderland. I can't believe all the stock that's there. Now I got there quite early and they were still setting up, but my god, as soon as I went in, I went straight to the front desk and my grail was there, a rose gold olive dial day-date. As I mentioned, it's basically Wonderland. They have other brands there, your Panerais, Omegas, Piagets, all that good stuff. What's amazing is they let me try on the new Bruce Wayne, the just released, first in Australia I believe, GMT Rolex with the grey and black bezel. I always thought that the GMTs would fit big on me, but trying this on the Jubilee, I mean, damn. Probably would put my name down on the wait list now, eh? Fantastic shop, can't recommend it enough, great experience, and we'll be back. Alright, so I picked up the watch, going back to the office, and when I get back home I'm going to size it up properly, but really great showroom, fantastic showroom, and yeah, can't recommend them enough. Okay guys, we're back in the studio and I've got the new watch right here. So I didn't get a chance to film in the shop because I was too busy admiring the watch and also talking to Jay from Watch Avenue, who was extremely gracious when I was there, and yeah, just chatted about watches, went through the watch itself, and it was a great experience, man. So definitely recommend the place, and you know, they got a lot of selection there. They all got over 100 plus pieces at that shop. So anywho, yeah, Watch Avenue, definitely recommend the place, but here is the watch. Now, the box broke, so the top hinge here that attaches to the lock actually broke. So, but that's okay, we didn't buy the watch because of the box, and I don't have plans on selling this watch, and yeah, let's have a bit of a close-up here, shall we? Alright, up close and personal now. Cartier box, quite lovely though. I've heard online the boxes are quite flimsy. A lot of people have complained about them, and as I mentioned, the box already broke here, but that's okay. We didn't buy the watch for the box, and I'm not planning to sell this anytime soon. Now, let's get up close and personal with this. Alright, now you guys have probably have seen a lot of these watch videos come around, but that's because it's popular for a reason, right? Like, it's a classic watch, you know, first men's wristwatch, all that jazz, lots of history, and quite a beautiful piece. Now, sometimes I don't want to wear my Rolexes, but I want to wear something quite nice, right? And in terms of my 6.5-ish inch wrist, I believe that this was the perfect mixture. Now, for myself here, I'm not a big fan of chronographs. I was thinking of getting the new Speedy, the white dial, but I don't know, man. I'm more focused now on how a watch fits as opposed to, you know, buying to the hype. Now, let's put this aside here. In the box, nothing special, right? You've got the inside here, you've got the cards, the warranties, the spare buckle for the included straps as well. I probably won't wear this, but we'll see. And a tool here, I'm not really quite sure what this tool is for. Maybe it's for the easy link adjustments, which I already have a couple of links out, and I've already sized this onto my wrist. So wristwatch check, wearing my Explorer, and let's take this off and put the Santos on. Now, as I mentioned, I got this at Watch Avenue here in Sydney. Jay is located at Bondi, appointment only, and once you get into the store, bloody hell, it's a great setup those guys have, that's for sure. Santos, yeah, let me just chuck this on wrist, because I've got quite small wrists, so it's always difficult to put watches on. Bloody hell, look at that. Yeah, I'm still surprised that someone actually parted ways with this. I mean, to each their own, but yeah, man, you can't beat this. And as for the size, I mean, it fits perfectly on my wrist. My Explorer is a 36mm, right? And I don't know, I'm just gravitating towards smaller watches nowadays. I still like my chunky watches, but yeah, it's quite a special piece. So let's put this away and let's wrap up the video for some closing thoughts. Alright, so here's the Santos. Funnily enough, I wore this watch back in 2022. I was actually in the market for a watch like this, and I didn't pull the trigger at the time. I think back then the retail was about, I believe it was around 10, like high 9s, low 10s, something like that, Aussie dollars. And I didn't end up buying it because, funnily enough, I remember this, the sales assistant actually rubbed me the wrong way. I went to the dealer in Hurstville, where I used to live. And I went there because my brother bought his IWC Mark 18, the Le Petit Prince, from that dealership. And yeah, the guy just rubbed me the wrong way. I went there looking for a Rolex, and he was basically like, oh, no, go away. Got no sales history. And I told him I actually have sales history at their main branch. And basically just didn't care, right? So at the time I looked at the Santos as well. And I remember the day vividly because I had about 15K in cash in my pocket. I don't know why, I just had it. And I was telling him like, oh, I'm interested in buying. Can you help me out there? And he was basically like, oh, listen, we don't have any of these Santoses in stock, but, you know, let me see what I can do for you. And, you know, long story short, I just didn't end up buying it. So fast forward 2 years, yeah, glad I actually bought it. So closing thoughts, it's a great watch. It's thin, classic, different, and definitely something that I'm very happy and proud to have in my collection. So that's the video. Don't want to ramble on too long. And let me know what you guys think about the Santos. Love it, hate it. I absolutely love it. I think it's a charming, adoring piece. Absolutely love it. So, all right, catch you in the next one. See you guys.